What's going on, guys? So today I wanted to talk about something that affects a ton of people on a daily basis, and that's anxiety. Now, before I begin, I just want to put out there that by no means am I a doctor or therapist or even a psychologist. These are just my suggestions as to how to deal with anxiety. It's just advice, so take it or leave it. Anxiety, by definition, is a feeling of worry, nervousness, or unease, typically about an imminent event or an uncertain outcome. Yeah, I looked that up. There are millions of people suffering from this every day, whether we realize it or not. It really affects the way we truly are in front of people. I've had anxiety pretty much my whole life. It's something that I have dealt with since I was a child, but since I've gotten older, it's not as bad as it used to be, but by no means has it gone away. It's very hard because it affects my social life. I want to meet new people. I want to go out there and just make new friends, but it hinders me from doing so. When I was younger, I was very shy. And I didn't have too many friends because of my anxiety. My anxiety back then was so bad that, for example, whenever I would walk by a group of people that were laughing, I assumed that they would be laughing at me for some reason. I don't know why, I just assumed that they were laughing at me. Now I realize that's so fucking stupid. Like, why should I assume that they're laughing at me? Even if they were, why should I care? Like, why should I care what people think of me? I think anxiety pretty much derives from how you view yourself and how others judge you. And, it's very hard because people can't, just a lot of people can't deal with it because they view themselves as they're not good enough. I always had this view of me being perfect. Like, I would do everything to make myself perfect. Like, I would want to work out so I can look good, have crazy hairstyles back then when I actually had hair. I remember back when I was in college, I took this communications class, and the very first day we had to do this assignment where we had to give a speech about a person that we interviewed in the class. So, of course, there was this hot girl sitting next to me. I decided to be courageous that day and interview her. So we started talking, and she seemed pretty extroverted. But me, I was coming off as pretty shy. While we were interviewing each other, we had the option to write down things about the person. She was writing everything about me, but I wasn't writing anything about her. And the reason was because I was trying to impress her. Like, I thought that if I remembered everything about her, that she would be impressed and, she'd want to fuck me. So then we finished, and next day comes, and I decided that we should go first. It was weird, like I had this confidence that I was going to do so good. So she decides to go first, and she does pretty good. And then it's my turn. I approach the podium, and it's just like time came to a screeching halt. Like, everything froze. I was just standing there, just, like, it just came out of nowhere. I thought it was gonna be fine. It was just a disaster. It was so bad. Oh my god. It was so embarrassing. Ugh. I was just stuttering the whole time. I was, trying to put words together. I was trying to look. She was standing behind me, and I was trying to look back at her. I'm like, so, you do this, right? And, you do that, right? She's like, yes. She's like all calm and everything. The awkwardness in the room was so bad. After that, I never showed up to that class ever again. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I was really embarrassed. That was the very first time I did something like that. And I just thought I would be okay, but just this anxiety came out of nowhere. Apparently, I have really bad stage fright. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's just these thoughts are very dumb. Just think about it. You're talking in front of like a ton of people, and yeah, you're gonna get, it's normal for people to get nervous. It's not like you're gonna die. It's really not the end of the world. You should view it as you're doing this so that you can get better at it. It's something you're trying to work on. You're probably thinking before you get on stage, oh my god, this is the worst thing ever. Like, how am I gonna do this? And, you know, a lot of people think that way, and they get up there, and, you know, they realize it's not a big deal afterwards. It really isn't. We have this perception of reality that we can't do certain things because it's socially unacceptable. Because of that, it prevents us from being who we truly are. It's obvious how I act at home than it is when I'm in public. I would love to be who I am at home in public. Like, I just do random shit at home. It's like, start dancing out of nowhere. I just start screaming on the top of my lungs, or just singing some random bullshit. Just think how much better the world would be if everybody was truly like 100% who they were. Imagine how happy the world would be. This fear would just go away. Fear is a very strong thing. It really takes control of us. So now you're probably wondering, how do I cope with anxiety? What should I do in order to fix this? What should I do in order to fight it? Well, from my experience, the number one thing you could do is actually do something about it. You know, if you're afraid of going up to somebody and talking to them, then do that. So for those of you who are having this problem, think of it this way. You know, ask yourself, if you're feeling anxious at a certain time, ask yourself, why am I feeling anxious? Is it because you're scared of something? If so, then think about why you're scared of it. Is it because you are worried that people are judging you? Is it because if you talk to somebody new, you're going to say something awkward in the conversation? The reality of it is, people don't really give a shit. You just see, like, if you see somebody dancing in the middle of a mall or something, people are just going to walk by. They're going to look at you and they're going to be like, oh, okay. Walk by. They don't really care. I mean, some people might stop and watch. And, you know, if they do, then that's fine. Just let them watch. Listen, if you're going to do these things, you're not going to die. It's only going to make you better. You need to take action in order to move forward. And don't let people say otherwise. If you know somebody that's going to bring you down about it, like they're going to say, oh, you can never do this, or you can never be this way. You know what? Fuck those people. Those kind of people you should just stop talking to, like, completely. You should cut those people out of your life. If the people that you're hanging out with are hindering you from moving forward in your life, then you should cut those people out. It might be hard, but it's really the only way it's going to help you. There's also other things you could do to help with anxiety. One of the main things I would suggest is working out and meditating. I meditate every morning for at least 10 to 15 minutes, and it really makes everything so chill during the day. And working out will help your nerves as well. You know, now that I realize that doing things that make me feel anxious, you know, I look back and I just think to myself, why was it making me feel anxious? And I look back and I realize that, wow, that was so stupid. Like, it's real, that was so dumb. Why was I thinking that way? Like, oh, I was thinking, oh my God, I don't want people to judge me. And like, people don't care. Like, really, people are in their own little world. People care. People are selfish. Like, they care about themselves. They don't give a shit about you. We have to change in what we believe in. You know, if we believe that, oh, I'm not good looking, or oh, I'm awkward, if you believe that, then that's not going to do anything for you. We have to change our mindset as to how we think about ourselves and how we view ourselves. Stop looking at others. Look at yourself. If you view yourself positively, that's awesome. Now, by no means has my anxiety gone completely away. I still have it to this day. I still feel anxious going up to people and start talking to them. It's a very normal thing, but it's very dumb at the same time because we think that it's a really big deal. Like, these things are really not a big deal. We just need to all relax, calm down, stop making a big deal about everything, and just do it, man. Just do what you want to do. Do what you want to do, and don't let people say otherwise. Really, don't let people get into your head and tell you otherwise. You can do this. I believe in you. And if it's gotten to the point where it's so bad that you've become depressed and you're actually thinking about hurting yourself, go speak to somebody. You know, talk about it. Talk about it with your family. Talk about it with your doctor, your physician, whoever. If you can find a therapist, talk to a therapist. They'll point you in the right direction. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Hope you liked this video. If you can give this video a thumbs up, that'd be awesome. And why not subscribe for more awesome videos? Leave a comment and let's talk about anxiety. Let's talk about why we're feeling this way and what we can do to help ourselves cope with it. Alright guys, until next time, take it easy.